Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff and we're here with episode 34 of Grand Theft Auto 5. In the previous episode, we started off with our fourth set of spaceship parts. We completed the random event Stag Do Running Man by dropping off a groom at his wedding in time after he was in a bit of a state. We completed Scouting the Port, which was the mission that starts up the Merryweather Heist, so we checked out the freighter and also on Merryweather Dock to try and get some information as to where this super weapon can be. And we basically started planning in action, which we're going to carry on with today. And to finish up, we picked up the very last random event, which was to collect a sea dodo, which was in this little cove around here, which we managed to get away with. Obviously, I've not saved it anywhere because it's a bit of an awkward thing to... Well, I don't actually have anywhere I can store it, but there's some spots now that it will spot. It will spawn automatically if we should ever need it again, which we probably won't, but the option's always open. So before we head into the heist prep for today, we're going to run through our very last set of spaceship parts with Franklin, so I shall do a quick cut and I'll see you guys once that's done.
Oh, man.
Citizens report a vehicle explosion near, the Catholic Tree.
Okay, so now we have the Omega mission open. If you don't have it, then if you've not got 50 spaceship parts and mission's not showing up, then you might be encountering a glitch or something, but it should be up there for everybody now. You should have a text from Omega saying to meet him. So we're going to run through the heist prep missions first of all. These shouldn't take too long, I don't think. This is the submarine one. It's down at the port. We've already done some stuff like that. Now, there's a couple of optionals with this. One is to do it in a certain amount of time. Another one is to get it without boarding that ship, where there's a button that will release it. So to do it otherwise, basically want to shoot the ropes. There we go. Now we just have to dive in the water and get it. Like I said, this mission will be a requirement regardless of which approach you do, because both of them require a submarine. So this mission doesn't change depending on whether you chose the freighter or the offshore mission, which we are doing. It's just the next one that will be unique. Yeah, don't close it. Right. Head underwater. These guys are pretty easy to escape. Right.
Floyd, I've got that submarine we talked about. You gotta help me store it for a few days. Floyd, don't go quiet on me or I'll come around and I'll, well, we both know what I'm talking about.
Okay, alright. Bring it around to Pier 400 at the Western Docks.
On my way.
Look, I'll have a truck to bring you around the warehouse.
What's this? The union man doing an honest day's work?
There's nothing honest about this, sir. But this is a dishonest day's work, if ever I've seen one.
Hey, we're not hurting anyone.
No one except whoever owns that submarine and the mercenary folks on the freighter.
Do some research on Merryweather Security Consulting, friend. They'd be on trial for human rights offenses if the U.S. government didn't protect all its contractors from any kind of suit, military or civilian. They're immune from prosecution, and they behave like they are. Murdering, stealing, high on power guns and anabolic steroids. Lucky bastards.
Look, I don't know about that stuff.
Oh, you're right. You don't. Merryweather are employed by the richest, greediest scum on the planet to shit on the poorest and the neediest. So we are going to enjoy shitting on them.
Oh, great. I look forward to that.
Okay, well that's more like it.
Okay, now obviously the submarine is quite a slow vehicle. So it might take us about a minute or so to get to the objective. So I'm going to do a quick cut and I'll see you guys once we get there.
Floyd, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm on the crane. Surface and I'll bring you shoreside.
All right.
Okay. Just need to drive into this marker and we should be right. There we go. Sweet. And nobody notices.
Oh, what are you doing? It's done. Let's go. Let's go.
All right.
Hurry up.
Oh,
Get in the truck.
all right, I'm here. Oh, gee. It's around the corner, past the shipyards.
Alright, just going to drive it back over to the correct port and store it.
Is that sub covered properly?
Take us too
It'll
long.
be fine if we just get there.
Are you being short with me?
No, sir. I'm certainly not being short. I'm just not used to this kind of pressure.
If you turn a crew onto a score, you gotta be ready for the heat that comes with it.
I didn't turn anyone on to anything. You threatened and cajoled and tricked me.
You don't want to cut? Just walk away.
I can't walk away. You're robbing my workplace and running the show from my home.
That's true. I don't think we're really giving him much of a choice, have we?
You can park it there.
Alright. Get in the truck.
You're sure it'll be okay there?
Sure.
All right. If you're wrong, I'll eat your sweet meats. Now get out of here.
Alright. How can I get in the truck? It's annoying. Alright, well, onto the road then, I guess. We're gonna get a taxi anyway.
I hate getting up early in the morning for work.
Okay, go on. End the mission. And we got it. Easy peasy. Okay. Let's call the downtown cab and we'll go and do the Cargobob mission. Also, the missions were activated by a couple of texts from Wade, so that's what he said. Okay. There's one coming up. It's just got a time requirement attached. It's going to be quite fun to do because we're heading into Fort Sangudo. So.
Where can I take you?
Oh. Obviously, you can't just drop us off right in the middle.
I'm gonna have to drop you here, man.
That's fine. I'll take it from here. Thank you. Just give me a second, Wade. God, man. Right. We're going to have to storm this sucker. This is going to be fun. Seriously, I think I should have gone for the old fun way of getting to Fort Zancudo, which is take a oh, we got an achievement for taking a car and flying over the. Oh crap! This is going to be close. Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Taking like a super fast car and flying over one of the edges. Okay, oh, let's go. Yeah, the old method of trying to get the jets in this game, which are only available in Fort Zancudo, by going up, you see those tunnels. Oh, we actually did it quite quickly. Going up the side and hitting the hill that goes up with it, and then going flying in. It's the old fun one. Those guys are terrible, like, literally. I've only just left. They've got jets if they needed to. But yeah. So, once again, even though we're in a heli, it's quite a way to the hangar. It's not the fastest heli in the game, obviously. That's not what it's built for. So I'll do another quick cut and I'll see you guys when we drop this off.
He's an unwieldy thing. If Michael don't get those lessons.
Apparently not.
How you doing, Trev?
Fine! For a guy who just went into an air base and stole a chopper, are we ready to go on this thing?
If it's a heavy lift chopper, then yeah, I'll get everything ready and I'll call you.
All right.
Right, great. Again, let's see how we get there. Alright, that should do it. Nice. There we go. Plenty of time. Easy. Alright, Fandabidozi. Those are the 2 heist prep missions done. We'll just check the... Yeah, we had 5 minutes 30 to do that. Easy peasy. I assume I'm just going to text or call somebody to actually get the heist mission available to us, so I'm not going to switch over till we do that. Or is it just automatically available? Clearly not. I could switch over, weirdly enough. Oh. Yeah, that starts a blitz play, which you can actually start doing prep for before this heist, but obviously I'm not going to do that. Don't need to be too busy. Okay, we've got that text. I know, Steve, I know. I saw it. Don't worry about it. You gonna call Wade? Or Michael? Or Franklin? No? I guess I'll call Wade then, shall I? Or not? Okay, that's not working. Alright, fine. Oh, no, we're not switching to Franklin. We don't need to do Franklin. Why has he got 6 missions? That's not right. Very peculiar. Don't think the game knows what's going on at the moment. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he's got 5. What's the 6th one? What's he on about? Right, whatever. Right, I don't mean to switch to Frank. I don't care about eating his crisps and wine. Okay, so drive to Michael, because we're going to finish up flight school first.
Hey, I'm good for the money. I always pay my dues.
Okay, let's get a taxi cab. Yep, everyone gets the text from Steve. It's fine. Sorry, that's the chair that you can hear in the background, guys. It's not my. Yeah. Okay, we both know your flying ain't so good, so let's get some more time. Yes, I know. That's exactly what I'm about to do, Trevor. Chill, dude. Okay, let's go. Let's boogie. Should have plenty of time to do these now, I think. They're all quite quick. It's fine, dude. It's fine. Yeah. Now we've got a mission available. But we'll do that next time. We've got plenty of things to be getting on with in the meantime. Alright, let's go. So we're doing loop the we're not done with the plane, so we got one. We got two more with the plane. Oh no, crap, shite, got the wrong one. Loop the loop. That's the one we're after.
The inside loop can be a little disorienting, so we'll see how you do under pressure. Make sure you start this stunt from a completely level position. It's also important to remember to pull your stick back as straight as you can so you don't get thrown into a spiral.
Okay.
Take off and head for the marker at the end of the runway. Some pilots find these moves particularly tricky, so it might take you a few tries.
No, we're good. We're plane experts.
Always make sure your plane is straightened out before you attempt an inside loop. On my mark, pull back hard on the flight stick and hold it. Okay, perform an inside loop.
Alrighty-roo.
Get ready to level out the plane when you're near the end of the loop. That wasn't too bad for a rookie. Let's try it again. Just like before. Steady the plane first.
Just head up higher up so we don't have a risk of
and then pull back hard on the flight stick.
hitting the floor.
Okay, perform an inside loop.
Alright.
Get
Jackson
ready
with a
to level
J.
out the plane when you're near the end of the loop. Now we're talking. You're doing good so far. I think we can squeeze in one more stunt. We'll combine the inside loop with the barrel roll to perform a roll off the top. Start with an inside loop, but only go halfway. When you're fully inverted, then roll the plane over. Now, when I give you the go-ahead, yank the flight stick back as hard as
Yapping, I've only
you can.
got
Ready? Perform a roll off the top. Now, roll the plane right side up.
Alright.
Good job! Hard to believe you were only a beginner not that long ago.
Masters of the craft, that's what we are. Masters of the craft. Now we've mastered the plane. So now we're going to have a couple on the helicopter, which again, we're well experienced with.
You're doing so well in the plane, we're going to put you in a helicopter for this lesson. There are a few more controls than the stunt plane, but it's a little more forgiving. Try to finish the obstacle course without bursting into a ball of fire. And sign the waiver.
Alright, so this is similar to the flat hatting one, except we're in a helicopter this time.
Let's go on a short tour of the city, and we'll see how well you handle the chopper. Follow the marked course, and remember, I'm looking for maneuverability, but also speed.
Alright, so we've got a couple of minutes to do this one.
You're looking good.
Obviously, we'll lead into an area where you could get under the bridge if you've not done it yet, but we've already got it, so it's no biggie.
Nicely done. The bridge didn't seem to slow you down at all.
Alright.
Good job.
Right, thankfully we have a lot more experience with the heli than we did with the plane, and also, like he said, they're a bit more forgiving than a plane. Obviously, it's like sort of one hit and you're screwed with a plane. The heli, you've got more manoeuvrability. But to counteract that, these couple of heli missions are a bit tighter on time. Whereas the plane, you get a little bit more leeway due to the difficulty of actually manoeuvring a plane. This one is sort of like, right, you've got no excuse with this one. You've got to nail it. Oh shite. Could have gone badly. So now I think it loops back around to the airport. but you've also got to land it as well, which is typically quite tricky. Also, don't miss any of them because they'll give you a 5-second penalty, so make sure you're close enough to hit them, otherwise it will screw you over. Okay, should be able to do this pretty well.
There's the landing pad. Go ahead and set her down nice and easy.
Oh yeah. Just nice and slow.
I'm very impressed. Maybe you're a helicopter guy after all.
Cool. Alright. Now we've got helicopter speedrun. Same thing but trickier. Well, different route, but...
This is another helicopter lesson, but with a real emphasis on speed this time. Finish the obstacle course around the city before the timer runs out. And try not to crash. At the end of the course, you'll be required to safely land your helicopter.
Yeah, okay, this is another trickier one. I remember having problems with this one when I was first playing this game.
It's all about speed. To maximize acceleration, keep the nose of the helicopter tipped. Just bear in mind that you're also losing altitude when the nose is pointed down.
Yeah, it's basically the sort of balance you've got to keep.
Keep her at full speed.
Because you'll move slower with your nose raised, but at the same time you'll lose altitude.
That's it.
So I'm going to try and keep it tipped for as long as I can. And then if there's an area where we need to raise our altitude, then we'll have to raise up a little bit and lose a bit of speed.
That's it. You are blazing now.
Thank you, Jackson, with the J. So hopefully, yeah, we're going to have to pick up a little bit of altitude for this section.
Awesome.
But as we get a nice long stretch, which I believe is coming up now. Take the nose a little bit more. But don't crash into the bridge, obviously. So raise up
Nicely
and
done.
point down. So the way that you dip is by letting go of the accelerator.
You're
Well, not the accelerator,
looking
but obviously in the case of a plane, that's a heli or a plane. It powers the well, helps you raise altitude. You guys should be confident enough. Oh, that was close there. In flying a heli now to understand the rules. Okay, I'm cutting it a bit tight here. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Fingers crossed, everybody. We could just scrape this.
Bring the helicopter down gently onto the helipad.
Alright. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh,
Hey, not too bad. You made decent time.
damn it. Literally milliseconds out. See you in a second, guys.
I can't find much to fault there. That was a great run.
Thank God for that. That took me a few attempts. Got there in the end. Yeah, it's a tricky one, guys. You're going to have to sort of master that one. Alright, that is it for the helicopters. Only those
Tell you
two.
how to fly a helicopter. Now you're going to learn
These ones
how
are a bit
to jump
easier.
out of one. Aim for the landing target and pull your chute when you get close to the ground. The parachute is difficult to control, so slow your approach and give yourself extra time to correct.
Okay. Let's go.
Hope you aren't afraid of heights. Aim for the target and deploy your parachute when you start getting close to the ground.
I should do, I think. Oh, rainbow one. That's nice. So you can probably see the target. It's just on top of the car park at the airport. So you're going to land on the top and land in the middle. Now again, this isn't our last rodeo, our first rodeo I should say, with a parachute. So I shouldn't be too bad at this. But there's a couple of rings, and then every ring that you land in is another medal. So obviously the middle one is gold, and then the second one is silver, and the third one is bronze. Oh, no. Oh.
You can be pleased with that. That was pretty close.
Why didn't it? They're pressing the wrong buttons. Ugh. Try it again, shall we? Okay, try this again, shall we? Land in the middle.
Excellent jump! That was almost dead on!
That was dead on, I'll have you know. Thank you very much. And there we go, now that I actually know which buttons I have to press, it's a pretty easy one. Okay, finally, we'll do drop zone. Well, not finally, but last of the parachute ones.
This will involve skydiving onto a moving target, so I hope you brought a change of underwear. The target will be circling around the runway, so watch it carefully, and pay attention to the route. It may take several tries, but once you get this down, you'll be terrorizing drivers all over Los Santos.
Indeed. This is quite similar to the ones we did in the Ballad of Gay Tony.
The drop zone is on the back of a moving truck, so take your time maneuvering with your parachute. It's better to pull your chute early than late. It will give you more time to track the target and try to match its speed.
Nah, should be good. And we will end up having parachute missions just like the ones in the Ballad of Gay Tony, but we won't get them for a little while yet, because it's not from a set of stranger missions. And... boom!
Great landing! That was really impressive.
Thank you. That should be a gold, I think. Indeed. So just earn your wings. So this is a bit like the flat hatting, but just with
Your
knife flights and
final lesson is gonna combine
inverted flights.
extremely dangerous stunts with highly populated city areas in an assault course that will put everything you've learned during your time at flight school to the test. For your sake, I hope you've been practicing knifing and flying upside down.
Alright.
I want you to take your very best shot at this obstacle course. There are going to be special gates that will require you to fly upside down or knife through them.
Rightio. Can't remember, but I think there's... no, never mind. I thought there was one where sometimes even if you fly through a regular checkpoint to do a stunt, you get a second knocked off. Or, well, it stops for a second. Let's try that again.
Get ready for the next gate.
Okay.
Since it's marked green, you'll have to perform a knife through it.
It's basically essential that you do these because you don't have to, but if you do so, it'll
Nicely
knock
done.
2 seconds off in that case. I think if you do it poorly, but you manage to do it, it knocks off 1 second. And if you just fly through it regularly, it doesn't change your time, and you won't have a chance of getting gold.
This next gate is blue, so you're going to have to fly through it upside down.
Thankfully, this is pretty much the best plane
You're looking great out there.
you can get for stunts like these. So it shouldn't be too tricky. You're also gonna, obviously with inverted, there's only one way of doing it. With knife flights, you've got to fly through it in the direction that it's pointing to, so either on the left or the right. I think that one's knife flight on the left.
You're looking good.
There you go. Shouldn't be a problem. Obviously, we're heading through that city area again, like we did in the first heli course, so you're going to need to be careful. Guess you might be able to grab some knife fight stunts if you haven't done them already. Obviously we have.
Nicely done.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever done these before doing knife flight, so I can't remember if these do correspond to you getting any.
That's it.
There we go. An upside down one.
Look, it's solid.
Nearly missed that one then. Okay. Should be able to do this, I think.
Awesome.
Yeah, 2 seconds and there's the final gate. Come on. Come on, Mikey, put your foot down. We can do it. We can do it. Oh, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close, it's gonna be close.
You made that look easy. Brings a tear to my eye to see how far you've come.
Hey. And there we go, guys. That is flight school completed. Sweet. I'm done with you. Alright, no, Trevor doesn't have an excuse to get angry with us. Alright, that leaves us, well, we don't have a lot of time left, but I am going to go regardless with Franklin, and we're going to go pay a visit to Omega, just to get the spaceship part thing ended, and it also gives us a new vehicle, which then I can take to the garage off screen, without having to edit it out.
Yeah, you should come by. Yeah, alright, call me later.
Okay, sweet. And there'll be another collectible set completely done. So let's head on over there. Oh, what's the text? Oh, so I thought I opened it with Franklin. Okay, it's called the Downtown Cabin Co.
Can I get...
Right. Okie dokie. Where are you? Right, let's get this finished. It's not quite the end of collectibles as we know it. There's another set that I'm going to do next time, which I'll explain when we get to it. But for the typical collectibles, like the something out of like 50 or 27 or 15 in some cases, we're caught up for now. Hey, buddy.
The final piece! I knew you would make it. Come. I have put together this ship to their exact specifications. I got every piece you sent through, except this.
Man, you crazy motherfucker.
Isn't it incredible?
Awesome, dog, but this motherfucker is small.
Well, they're small, but very powerful. They're far more evolved than we are.
Man, I sure hope the fuck so.
It's Franklin's face.
See you on the other side, brother.
Okay, that's literally all there is to it.
Try.
We can keep this car, the space docker. So I'm going to totally keep this. And that is it. That's the Final Frontier mission, and that is the end of the spaceship parts mission. So, like I said, I'm going to take this over to the garage off screen and keep it, because look at it. It's cool as all hell. Why wouldn't we have this? So let's have a look at our stats. We should have had a nice little jump today. 57%, cool. So we got another mission done. Only one of them would have counted, because obviously the Cargobob's optional, sort of. Hobbies and pastimes, we've finished our flight school, so we picked up another 6 of those. Stranger and Freaks, we've done a Final Frontier, which counts 200%, so that one's counted. Random events we've finished last time, so that's not changed. And miscellaneous, I don't think we picked anything up for that today, but that's all cool. Well, technically that is where we would have got the boost for finishing spaceship parts if you hadn't got it already, but I already had, so it's not changed for me. But yeah. So that's cool. So, in the next episode, we will be starting up the Merryweather Heist. I don't think it's too long a mission, so we should probably have more time after that. If so, we'll see if we can get the last of the grassroots missions done we'll start up that small collectible set, which is a one-off, but like I said, I'll explain that next time. I'm not too sure what else we can do. We can set up another activity, I guess, because we finished off the flight school. Maybe do a sea shark race? Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Let's just save the game first of all before I forget. So yeah, that's where we're going to end it for today. Before we wrap up, let me thank my amazing patrons, my £5 plus patrons, Ron, Highlight, Everett the Snake and Andrew Corbyn. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3 patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see credits on my £1 plus patrons. Thank you so much everyone, it's truly appreciated and it goes a long way to help with the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to join us patrons, you can follow the link in the description down below to my Patreon page where you can pledge up to £20, make a huge impact on my channel, but you don't have to do that because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment and subscribe. Also be sure to share the video, and I'll see you guys in episode 35. Bye guys.